Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Well, it's time to review the Balenciaga show together. Fall Winter 22/23 Haute Couture, Balenciaga Haute Couture. So, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already here on the tubes. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today and gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon, superdacob all spelled together there for extra perks as well. Thank you to my members and patrons who have already pledged. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream every Saturday and you're all welcome to join the live chats and conversations. It's a lot of fun and it's free. So join us. Now, I'm not going to blend in the chats during the actual video, but I'm going to blend in your chats for all the comments about the fashion show right after we watch the video together. The video is taken directly from Balenciaga's YouTube channel, so it does fall under fair use because we will be reviewing it. However, I changed the music that, you know, they had that heavy, threatening thriller type of music playing in the show. Well, that's copyrighted, so we're going to take that music away. We're going to play different music, just so that we can actually use the video right and review it together. And then we're gonna get to your chats right after that. I'm not dressed for Balenciaga at all. So I'm just chilling. Let's still, don't judge a book by its cover, honey. Right? And yet here we are, judging only covers of books in this show. Hit it. Balenciaga Haute Couture 51st Couture Collection. So Anna Wintour, front row. Next, I don't even know these people anymore. Do I even care? No. I don't know who the youngling is with the curly hair. Doesn't matter. Okay, so a lot of people have been saying that this show, oh my god, you know, when people sit in front row with the glasses showing off like that, it's so crazy. Okay, the model looking like Alien and Blade Runner. Great. Thierry Mugler references. The little baglet, Kris Jenner sitting right over there because, you know, her daughter is going to be on the runway. Can I just say something about the fact that we're going to have, and I know you're like, wait, I'm here for the review of the show. Okay, we have these neoprene latex looking garments, beautifully fitting to the body, the shoes squared off, the masks, you know, Alien, you know, H.R. Giger vibes, but also Android vibes. Nothing we haven't seen before, but it is omnipresent. And with the original music that played with this show, it was like, Urgh. So, but anyway, to me, not groundbreaking. But anyway, can we just talk for a second about what Kim Kardashian did to Marilyn Monroe's dress at the Met Gala? Why am I bringing this up? That was terrible. She destroyed that dress. We've all seen on Twitter the photos of that dress after Kim's butt was in it. Stretched and ruined. And people are going to say, but it's just fashion, who cares? No, that's a part of American history. American history, which is already a messed up history, and there's a lot of trouble with America. But Marilyn, she went through hell in her life. Like, you can't respect her even after her death. I don't know, that dress where she sang Happy Birthday to Kennedy, you know, Mr. President, that's a part of American history, for the worst or the best. Ya don't destroy it, right? She destroyed it. The fashion community called her out for it. And yet here she is in no other place than Paris Haute Couture, the mecca of fashion. Nobody's calling her out on it anymore. You know, she's modeling at these shows. She's walking for these shows. She's sitting front row at Jean-Paul Gaultier's Olivier Rousteing's show. Nobody is, you know, she's not paying at all for what she's done. Nobody cares. Nobody cares that she did this to a piece of fashion history. And I find that such a double standard and such a double moral. Anyway, I'm just talking about this because all these dresses, we should be reviewing the dresses, but it's all gray and black at the beginning of the show. The interesting pieces come later. So these little boxes have been compared to ghetto blasters, the bags. Also, not particularly interesting bags either. I've seen better in the past. The length of the skirts, yes, it's nice. The tailoring, okay, nice. We've seen these helmets and these hats before. The identity of the models, you know, I was thinking to myself, well, if you're going to play that identity game, then pull it through till the end of your show. Instead, what you're doing is you're doing half a show with the little masklets, and then at a certain point you take them off, and then we get to see the identity of the models. I'm like, well, you either stick with the concept till the end and you make a statement, but you don't do it like half-baked, you know, halfway through with these masks and then you take them off. I wonder why you took the masks off. Oh, right. You're going to take the masks off because there's Naomi Campbell you want to show off. There's Nicole Kidman you want to show off. There's Kim Kardashian you want to show off on the runway. You know, I wonder why they were not given a mask. You see what I mean? It's just... Ugh. Anyway, whatever. This could have been Rick Owens. It could have been Comme des Garçons. Trisha says, I 100% agree with Dacob. Huh. Love DIY says, right? I'm just saying, you got. Jack Dean says, such a weird moment we're living through. I know, right? Like, Kim Kardashian was literally, people were calling her out for destroying and being so, destroying Marilyn Monroe's dress, being so respectless to fashion history and actually American history. And now here she is. No problems at all, honey. She's you know, modeling for Balenciaga in Paris, and nobody... There's no punishment whatsoever, you know? Nobody's telling her she did something wrong, so she's never going to learn. She's going to keep doing this stuff because she's celebrated. I think... You know what they should have done? They should have given her that black dress that she's going to come out in and have it all torn in the back. That dress should have been all torn in the back. Yeah, embarrass yourself a little bit, honey. Because that's what you did to Marilyn. You embarrassed her. So... I really, no. Okay, oversized jackets, whatever. We've seen this. Okay. These like huge goofy shoes. Yeah, Balenciaga, like reinventing it all over again. Demna Gvasalia or Gvasalia, great. You know, again, very Yeezy, very Kanye West with Gap and Balenciaga, but now it's haute couture moment. Sure, the pants look interesting, but... Is this an interesting silhouette? Yes, it looks perfectly executed, but you know, it's also like a costume for a sci-fi movie. We've seen more interesting sci-fi costumes in, you know, Star Trek, Star Wars. Even the Orville, which was kind of on a budget, had, you know, more interesting outfits than this. Not saying I don't like this, I'm just saying, okay, I do like the collar on this denim jacket, and I love the fact that we have this dress underneath, red carpet moment with an oversized collar. Sure, why not? It's an okay look. Yeah, great. We're loving the denim. Okay, so anyway, then we got the trench coat. I love these oversized collars, but they are costumey. This is all a moment, you know. What are they trying to tell us? Lack of identity? We've been there already, honey. We've went through decades of fashion where disappearing of identity, for better or for worse, was a topic. Listen, the kids today that maybe don't know fashion history are going to watch this and they're going to think, oh my God, this is so groundbreaking, and my stars and that I love to watch and the musicians I love to listen to wear this. So this is so cool, and it's going to make you feel like you belong to something. If you're very young and inexperienced, this might fool you. If you're not young and not inexperienced, this is not going to fool you. Sorry, not sorry. You know, get an education, learn about it, figure it out, figure the silhouettes out, figure the forms out, figure out that all of this has already been done, you know? And Love DIY says, it's not the style to bring back. Yeah, and then Comelita Melendez says, yes, the inexperienced kiddos will love this, LOL. Trisha says, call me ignorant. I think these are looking cray-cray. They're not. They're very wearable pieces if you just take those masks off. I mean, it's a white coat. Could be fur or faux fur. Doesn't even matter at this point. You know, looks like faux fur, but anyway. Also very wearable. You take the hoodie off, you know, you take the mask. It's like an overall piece, right? And the fact that you have the Kardashians, front row, Senna, of most of the haute couture shows in Paris, I'm like, really? Is this all that high fashion has to invite to their is this is what we've come to. The Kardashians are the people, the Kardashian clan are the people to invite to represent haute couture. This is the death of fashion. This is the end. You guys, you can't fall lower. You know, and I know America being enslaved by pop culture Kardashian domination and dictatorship of the media. But really, does Paris have to be that as well? You know, Balenciaga always has these like weird looking people. That's nothing new for Balenciaga, so I'm not even going to comment on that. I kind of like that the back is extended. That's an interesting touch. There's going to be a pink dress, which is particularly beautiful because that back silhouette is very, very fascinating. It's coming up soon. Corseted waistline. Oh my God, proportions. You know, people are going to think, oh, so skinny, and then whatever. Girl, also seen that before. Also nothing new. But anyway, there, this piece. This I like. This actually has a very, very interesting structure. It almost is giving me, you know, Audrey Hepburn, very Givenchy, more than Balenciaga in the front. But then when she flips, there's that almost like to preserve her horn in the back, which I find very beautiful. So that pink dress is very fascinating to me. But again, you know, singling out certain pieces. So as I said, this is what we've come to. High-end fashion, haute couture in Paris. And that's what we get? Front row is the Kardashians? Seriously? This is the highlight? This is all fashion can come up? I'm sorry. Why? Why even bother? Why even bother? Oh, you're making it super cool by getting freaky models that look interesting, strange, weird body shapes, younger looking, older looking. Some of them are acting like she's feeling her oats, you know, some of them are not. Like, okay, you're trying to do all the new things. Well, then why not do something new for your front row guests who you know are going to be photographed and shown everywhere? The Kardashians is what you show us. How is that new? How is that groundbreaking? We've already seen the Kardashians front row at these shows for years now. You can't even use the excuse of them being like, yeah, because they're trash, so we're putting them front row because that's cool. No, even that's not cool anymore. Even that's old. Again, you know, strange looking model being all like, you know, very Balenciaga. These capes and everything. Yes, it's a moment. It's big. Doesn't mean it's good. We've already seen even bigger and even more momentous moments. The separation of the hair, I thought only I had issues with always the strain of hair separating in the front, but now that's become fashion. Good to know. Great. I can now wear it with ease during my own videos because apparently that's acceptable now. I love her. She has poise, gravitas, as Tom Ford would say. She has the gravitas. I love her face, and she walks beautifully, by the way, that lady. Anyway, so as you see, the masks are now off. The masks are off just in time so that we can start seeing all the famous models. You know, the Hadids, the Kardashians, the Kidmans. Now, Naomi Campbell would serve anything, and she's gonna slay in just a minute. But yeah, like really, are we still doing the Hadids? Okay, Balenciaga. Here she comes. Oh man, Erica from Erica's Girly World. I love you. Shout out to Erica, by the way. Go check out her channel. She's a wonderful, funny YouTuber. I think I'll give it. Erica said, oh my God, Kim Kardashian is giving her vibes like when you're drunk at a party and like you can barely walk, but you're still composing yourself so you can make it to the bar to get one more drink. And then, what did she say about Kim Kardashian wearing, what was it, a garbage bag? Kim is not a model, though. You can't hold it against her. Kim doesn't know how to walk like a model, and that's okay. She's an actress, you guys. She's not a model. I'm not going to read her to filth because she can't. Okay, Naomi as the Black Queen of Hearts. Yes, wearing a garbage bag, but still the Queen of Black. And by black hearts, I don't mean skin. I mean like red heart queen, black heart queen, like cards. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Naomi can pull off anything. So you can't, Naomi can take the ugliest dress and make it look like $1 billion. What this other model, however, cannot do. Look how ditzy it looks, how this person is walking in this dress. Naomi would have made even that dress look amazing. Now, here we get to the bride. Oh my God, this poor woman, or man, I think it's a woman, had issues because the length was too long and the shoe kept kind of slipping into the dress. Okay, so this is an edited shorter version of the video. I've watched the longer version where she kept slipping into her own dress. She couldn't keep walking, and I thought, oh, this is intentional performance piece. But they've edited this together, and there she's having issues there. But I've watched the entire video without editing, and it took her like 6 minutes to get through the walk because she kept tripping into that. And I thought, oh, if this was intentional, like a performance piece, it would be actually amazing to have this like analyzing it, like you know, wedding and conforming and getting married, and you shouldn't, you know, let's break the norms, and like this tripping bride, she can never get to the altar. I thought that was like an amazing concept, but now after this post editing, it's clear to me that no, that was not intentional. They actually edited out all of her tripping, and they made her kind of flow more fluently without us seeing her tripping all the time. So this was the Balenciaga show. What do you guys think? We'll go, we'll go. I mean, listen, I know people are going to come from me. It's like, what are you listen, you know what the kids do? When you read something that they feel they belong to, they're going to, you know, the first thing they're going to say is like, how dare you? Look at you. What do you want to say? What are you wearing? You look Paul. You know, Anna Delvey moment. And I'm like, honey, I've been there, done that so many times. I don't need to show all this off. I have a ginormous fashion archive. I could have whipped out stuff you've never even dreamed of and worn it in this video to review this show. But guess what, honey? This show was not worth it. So, why do I have to invest my time going through my archives to dress up so that you would feel validated in me reviewing the show? You see what I mean? Makes absolutely no sense. Girl, listen, don't get me even started, because I can read a biatch like that, and you won't even notice what happened to you. You would be run over before you even realize what has happened. So, whatever. You're welcome to come for me for my United Colors of Benetton outfit. It's really hot in the studio, and I just really could not be bothered. Just saying. Leo says, Demna fell off after the dad sneaker debut, in my opinion. Love DIY says, but it wasn't for me. Jack says, the kids will learn. It might take decades, but they'll get it. I love how Jack is very hopeful today. Usually, I'm the one who has more hope, and Jack is usually the more gloomy type, but Jack is now our torch of hope and saying, the kids will get it eventually. I'm like, honey, they won't. Kev says, lady, oh wait. Kev says, a lady next to Tracy Ellis Ross looks like she did not want to be there. Leo says, Frozen Luxury, opulence, you get everything. Twerk in the City, Dacob, you are the Iris Apfel of fashion. Oh my God, I love Iris. She's amazing, by the way. Sean says, Balenciaga going full derelict, these poor kids. Cosmopolita Melendez, kind of let down after watching the Chanel show. Totally. Blue Bannisters, I think they need a different designer for haute couture. This isn't Demna's vibe. Jack says, uh-huh. Right, Jack? Tipa says, thank you for sharing. It was an eye-opener. Jack says, twerk in the city, huh? Isn't Iris already within fashion? She is. I'm equaling the balance, trying to. I know, Jack, you're always the yinging, you're yinging and you're yanging. Steph says the venue was so cramped, it was distracting from the fashion. I mean, that I'm used to, because this was actually not as cramped as it could have been. Steph, Aaron says, Nicole Kidman's hair looked awful. Well, you know, she doesn't have the thickest hair. Ever since she went away from her gorgeous ginger curls, it's been a mess. Seabreeze needs a Zoolander. Love DIY. I'm sure everyone was disappointed by the Kardashians. I don't know. They were even at the Gaultier show, front row Senna. I mean, come on. Kev says, couture is so sad these days. Go, couture, fashion is dead. You guys. And I'm sorry for the kids who are going to watch. Is going to be so upset with me because I said this. And they're going to try to, you know, belittle me and try to find some words because you think you're going to get me down. I really couldn't care less. If I loved this show, I would say, and you're going to come from me and say, but you don't understand. Taking it from the archives, Balenciaga DNA. Honey, I could write a book on Balenciaga and the DNA of Cristobal Balenciaga and everything that happened in the past, before passing away, after passing away. It doesn't matter. You know why it doesn't matter? It doesn't matter because when you choose to work with certain people, certain styles, image, visuals, and choosing certain models, Kim Kardashian, Nicole Kidman, this is what you get. The clothes do get overshadowed. They get overshadowed by noise. Noise. It's just noise. Good fashion filters out the noise. Good fashion can also create noise. But you're not creating noise with fashion here. You're creating noise with people. Nicole Kidman is going to be Nicole Kidman even if she's not wearing a Balenciaga dress. But that Balenciaga dress without Nicole Kidman is not going to have a story. You see what I mean? That's the problem here. There's no strength in the purity of the idea itself. And the mere connections to the DNA of Cristobal and his designs is also not enough to keep this collection afloat. She get noise with people, exactly. You know? Anyway. Yes, Naomi, best ankles in the business after the Westwood slip anyway. Steph says, I agree. It wasn't the best look for Nicole. She looked drab and like she got in a fight with a roll of tin foil. Out Pink Ray says, the kids don't know because cheap companies are remaking in terrible style. Trisha laughing. Naomi was the show. I agree. Tina says, the collars were spot on when it wasn't copied. And honestly, Naomi was too good for this show. I'm going to step it even further and tell you, Naomi was too good for this show. This was trash. And it's the people that made it trash. Not necessarily the clothes, but the people overpowered the clothes. That's trash. Naomi kept it flowing and going, but she was wasted for this show. You know, she deserves better. Naomi deserves better. Just my humble opinion. Anyway, fashion is dead, you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment sections down below. Love you loads. Never give up on love and subscribe.